guys, this should be a rather short video, but it is one that I'm kind of excited to do. This is book review, book recommendation, I guess is probably a better term, but this is not a pagan book, it is not a witchy book at all, but it is a book that I really believe absolutely every person out there needs to get their hands on and needs to read a copy of. This is called The Road of Lost Innocence, and it's by Salome Mime. This is her autobiography, and it's very short, as you can see. So it only took me about 4 days to read, and that's with 3 screaming children and dyslexia. So really, it's a very easy read, but it is something that really needs to get more attention. This is something that every person out there needs to understand and needs to, at least in some way, be exposed to. The book is Salome Mime's life story, but it is more than that, okay? If you don't know who she is, run a quick internet search and learn a little bit about her and about what she does. But we, as Americans, are taught from the time we are in kindergarten, first grade, you know, that slavery no longer exists. It simply isn't an issue anymore. It's not something to worry about. And frankly, that's very wrong. And not only is it something worldwide that is an issue, this primarily focuses on forced prostitution and sexual slavery in Cambodia and other parts of Asia, but it also is an issue right here in the United States. It's something that we don't talk about, that most people don't realize exists, but the fact of the matter is it does. And this book, I feel, is in some ways a rather painful realization of what goes on, but it is a realization that I really truly believe more people need. Over the years, I have attempted to do my part to raise awareness on this issue, and I've done quite a few fundraisers over the years for the Salome Mime Foundation and other similar foundations or organizations. And it is a subject that I'm generally passionate about, because I really find slavery of any form to be the epitome of ignorance and hatred and abuse and arrogance and, you know, all of these things. And it really boils up in me this drive to want to change the world. And I know I can't change the world. I certainly can't do it all by myself. Salome has changed the world for 4,000 or 5,000 women and children, and she deserves to be honored for that. I can only hope to change the world for 1 or 2 maybe, but the point is that if everyone out there were doing their part to get this information out there, if everyone out there were doing their part to stop this type of thing, be it here, be it in Asia, be it in Africa, be it wherever in the world you are or you choose to focus on, if every one of us good people were out there working to stop this type of thing, even minimally, it wouldn't be happening. We would not see the numbers that we see. Currently, human beings are the 3rd largest illegally trafficked substance in the world. Only 3rd behind guns and drugs. That is a disgusting and terrifying fact, and it's something that needs to be addressed, and it needs to change. And I really feel that if ever there is a title out there, if ever there is a book out there that is going to bring that to light, this is it. The book is available on Amazon, or you can go to somalimime.org, I believe it is. I'll put the link below. And you can actually purchase it right from their little store there. And all proceeds of this book will go into their foundation and go to help rescue, rehabilitate these women and children who are being abused, who are being forced into prostitution all around the world. And frankly, even if you don't read the book, buy a copy and give it to someone else who will, because it is truly a book that needs more attention than it is getting. This is truly a cause that does not get seen, does not get talked about, and we as a society are paying the price for our ignorance. Every year for the last few years, it seems that there is another girl rescued from a house in Ohio or Pennsylvania or wherever here in the United States, and it should say to us, this is a problem right here in our own backyard, but it's not. It's not getting that point across. And we seem to want to romanticize these stories and say, oh, well, it wasn't that bad. They were fed, they were clothed, they survived. The fact is, we found the ones that survived. We went in and we made their stories known. But around the world, there are literally millions of children and women who don't survive, who never come out on the other end, and who are never rescued. And of those that are, oftentimes they're not given the support. They're not given any kind of help. And there are organizations out there who are trying to change that. Somali Mimes Foundation is one of them. And if ever there is a title that will make you want to get up, go out, and change the world, this is it. So I highly recommend it. Go to the library, find out if they have it, purchase a copy for yourself and your friend and your mother and your teenage daughter. I will warn you, there are a few parts of this book that will break your heart. So purchase some tissues when you get yourself the book. But do yourself a favor and get this book. And she does her best to kind of skim over some of the worst parts, but it is important that there's some triggers in this, and you're going to feel your heart breaking for this woman and for so many others. But I think in some ways that's a good thing. So I am hoping someday soon, that this story is picked up and they make a movie out of it, because frankly I think that would be the best outcome. Nothing gets the word out there better than a big Hollywood film, and if there was ever a life story that deserved to become a big Hollywood film, this is it. So Hollywood, if you're listening, get yourself a copy of this too. But until it is, get yourself the book, read it, pass it on, and then do anything that you can to be as good of a person and as good of a force as this woman is. And maybe if we all work together and we all move in the right direction together, we can create the change that obviously needs to be made. So I hope that you all go out and buy this book and read her story, and I hope that it affects you the way that it has me. And so there you go. Anyway, That was longer than I expected it to be, but it is, like I said, a subject that I'm rather passionate about. So I'm sorry if I rambled, but blessed be. I'll see you another day.